Peace and blessings, beloved family. How everybody doing tonight? Welcome to another amazing episode of Food Naked up in here. I'm your host, Mr. Witz, and it's good to see y'all smiling faces. At this time, y'all can unmute yourself and just greet everybody in the room.
What up, y'all?
What's good? What's
Yo,
good?
what up?
Yeah, hello everyone. Greetings, beloved poet.
Everyone.
Hello, everyone.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
What's up? It's amazing to hear y'all voices tonight. It's always good to be in this space, and even more gracious to have y'all here with me. So thank y'all again for coming. I don't see any new faces, but it's my duty to acknowledge the flow of the room. So for all those who are joining, um, we have a system in here. For all those who would like to speak, there's a reaction button at the bottom of the screen. If you click on that button, you can raise your hand. All hands that are raised will be acknowledged and acknowledged to share tonight. With that being said, I'm going to allow for two pieces. Everybody will be allowed to perform two poems. All I ask is that you keep your mics muted. I'm going to say that one more time. I ask that you keep your mics muted while anybody is speaking. You are allowed to use the chat as much as possible. Please pay your homages in there during the speaks. And after an artist performs, you're allowed to comment and pay homage to the poet as well as the poem at that time. All right. Everybody good with that? Well, awesome. As always, I'm going to open up tonight's show so that everybody can get in their comfort zone and just dig in and, express yourself however you feel fit. There's no judgment in there. It's only love and support of each other. So I look for y'all embraces in the comments. At this time, I'm going to open up and give y'all the first piece. Can y'all hear me well?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. All right, this piece is entitled, If My Pen Was a Gun. I used to keep it on me, shiny and visible, as hanging over pocket to show I was ready to pull it, ready to click the trigger in, to draw on something. Everything I set my eyes on was a target. I used to keep it on me, locked and loaded, with one in the head, my imagination at the point of exposing itself. Through the motion of my thumb and trigger finger, I had unlimited range. Ain't that hard to notice before you approach me? I was considerably armed and dangerous, ready to spray like a can of paint, the next frame on the wall. When they speak of me in past occasions, they say I killed it over and over again. I guess I only have myself to blame for leaving so many witnesses. But it won't be the last time I pop up on the scene with the look on my face like I'm about to lay it down, knowing that last time my reflection ricocheted, it caught an innocent bystander. But that's a small sample of what I have to live with. The probability of one with the mindset to murder shit. Don't be surprised if you find my proceedings cover paging my mugshot on the next faces of death. Debatably ready to go down in history as America's most wanted pen. and nothing less can nor ever will stop my ink inscriptions. If my pen was a gun, I'd write bulletins. I'd leave bullets in every direction I point a pen. My pinpoints would leave scars on the casings of their nose cones. Boards would face a firing squad whenever I poem. They have to issue me a concealed license to carry #2 pencil lead and ink some way. They probably ban my whole library of poetry books through the views of the NRA. I could see them trying me in courts just to silence my pen, labeling me a threat to this formula-fed nation, fire hosing me for my burning bush rights in their solitary confinement, trying to dim my light. I body the embodiment of superiority in men. The thoughts spilled out will be victimized at pointed end. If my pen was a gun, I'd be facing a life sentence. They bar me for shots taken at these politicians. Every punctuating mark will be made to pierce a page. Every question mark would feel like a bullseye from the stage. Every exclamation point like a pump shot when it hit. Every comma will continue to spit like a full banana clip. Every period will feel like another bullet bit. If my pen was a gun, I swear my words are bang big. They have to take a theater seat to my free of slave ships. Their popcorn clutching fingertips will learn why poetry exists. I was sent back by Tubman, Garvey, Newton, and Benjamin in search of free thinkers to help them find right in their lens so we could rescue our people from the message they're lost in with the wide end scope of the art of war they're fighting in. If my pen was a gun, but my pen is a pen. So I'll make you feel the social injustice through my writing. Poem.
I love that poem.
Relationship, but I didn't mean you to just sleep with every.
Woohoo!
That was something. That was something. I love that piece. If my pen was a gun.
Thank you. Did I hear
Dude, that
somebody
double
putting in the chat?
entendre of draw. Yeah, I love that wit.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Betty, I guess that's you and the Zoomer user on the screen. And thank you also, Gifted. I appreciate you. Okay, again, I'm gonna ask that you make sure that your mic is muted while someone's speaking. I do know we have life happening on the other end and things happen. So sometimes you may accidentally hit that button, but please make sure that you're muted while you're listening. And again, the comment section that's what that's for. If you have any parts of the recite that excite you, by all means, you can type in the chat. You can put woo, hearts, whatever you want to put in there, put it in the chat, or hold your voice until after the poet is finished speaking. I see we got some new faces in the room, so I'm gonna make this announcement again. For those who are just joining, welcome, welcome. This is an open mic space. If you would like to share with us tonight, there's a reaction button at the bottom of the screen. If you click on that button, you can raise your hand. All hands that are raised will be acknowledged as I come across the screen. So thank you for joining, and I hope you're here to share. And if you're here to listen, that's good as well. But we would love to hear from you. All right, I'm going to go into my second piece. Please make sure your mics are muted and keep it going. This piece is entitled Balance Her on My Tongue. I used to balance her on my tongue. She controlled the motion of my lips. I always enjoyed how she felt in my mouth, rolling over my saliva like flavor on my taste buds, cheek to cheek manipulating my dimples. I even closed my eyes when I really got into it. Every time I swallowed, even when she took my breath, I savored the fact that she came from me, soft spoken to yelling out in her scream. I used to balance her on my tongue, licking her lyrics like serenade in my gaping orifice. Choked up with her caught in my throat, I undeniably loved her every way. I'd wipe my mouth wet of her dance, her toe tap hump on my facial expressions. She deserved every blush she got out of me, every head tilt she wielded, every prided smile. The more she sounded out from me, the higher my confidence peaked, and she flipped forward and backwards like a gymnast, acrobatically off of my flicker. Pilates on my palate stretched my vestibule as she took to form like yoga. I used to balance her on my tongue. It wasn't till I dropped her one day I realized she could be bitter, anxious, aggressive, angry even when she wanted to show her ass. And I always was accepting to her message. No matter her behavior, I let her have her way. Use my mouth however she wanted to, drag across me, or pirouette at the diving board ledge of my tongue. And I'd balance her. I'd hold her upright, never to allow her to fall again. And usually I'd be at the end of my breathing to assure that she was pleased. I am always tongue-tied and buckled at the knees for my love of poetry. Poem. Y'all can unmute yourselves.
Very
Yeah.
clever, very clever.
Pilates.
Yes, that is awesome.
Great pieces. Love
That's
that.
what we doing tonight. That's what we doing. Pirouette at the end of my tongue. What?
So I appreciate y'all definitely loving on the energy. That's what this room is about, man. It's about praising each other and treating each other like family. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to me to see y'all passing that love, and I ask you to keep that up throughout the night, by all means.
No. Unless you going up to Chick-fil-A and get me.
You better give me something from Chick-fil-A too. I love it. I love it. But again, thank y'all for welcoming me into your homes, and I hope you feel comfortable here in mine. With that being said, I'm going to open up the mic to our first open micer. Y'all open your hearts and your mics to show some love to Marianne Peterson.
Marianne.
Marianne.
Yay.
Let's
She
go,
about to play some
Marianne. Let's
music.
go.
I see it. This is a song from my lyric songbook book. And this is called Don't You Worry About What Others Say. I don't know where I wrote it because I didn't mark it in the book. Don't you worry about what others say. Nobody has the right to judge. Nobody knows you like yourself. Don't listen to what others say. Use your heart and mind to figure things out yourself. Don't you worry about what others say. Nobody has the right to judge. Don't let people get you down. Follow your heart and don't let anyone tear it apart. No one can know you if they are prejudiced against you. But it truly knows you only when they don't judge you. Don't you worry about what others say. Nobody has the right to judge. Don't you worry about what others say. Nobody has the right to judge. For that one.
All right now.
Come on, Marianne. I'm loving that shirt that you got on, and I definitely love to hear you play a ukulele.
Thanks. Okay, this one is also a song. This one is the last song in my lyric songbook, and it's a one I wrote after Whitney Houston died, and it's called "She's an Angel Now." She is an angel. Her memory will. She is beside me. But she is singing. Her music plays. Touch the hearts of me. Her voice will live on. Is an angel. Her memory will find me. Soon she was gone. Family was left behind. It's hard to say goodbye. Someone who you're silent. It is hard every time. We will always love. It's an angel. Memory will stop. Silent. Soon was gone. Whitney we love. Always with. So your confidence. Love you still. For that one.
Beautiful. Y'all open your mics and show some love.
Awesome.
Yeah, Marianne.
Hey, Marianne.
So great.
Yeah, baby girl.
That was a pretty piece. And the acknowledgement of, you know, being an angel, looking over you and protecting you. You know, we don't want to see our people go.
Yeah.
Well, you know, nothing lasts forever. No one lives forever. Only in our hearts and in our minds. So that was a beautiful piece. Thank you for sharing it with us tonight.
You're welcome.
If there's any more love for Marianne, please put it in the chats, and keep that energy going. That's what's up. So at this point, y'all open up your hearts and your mics and show some love for the makers, Gustav Salas.
Hey, Mr. Witz. Hey, beloved poets. I have two pieces. This one is inspired by Mr. Witz's second poem. It's called Glossolalia. I'll wrap around you like a vine, sinuously will intertwine. Speaking in tongues is glossolalia. I celebrate your body, a Saturnalia, exchanging glances and DNA, an all-consuming passion play. Face to face or 69, I am famished. On you I dine. One taste of you, I'm delirious. You're a drug, but not deleterious. I want to feel you in my veins. You're hot, that's true, but you've got brains. The sexiest organs inside that cranium, generating heat like it's uranium. Burn down beds like pyromaniacs. writhing, screaming to a massive climax. And my second piece is called Radical Self-Expression.
Nah. You're not going to just jump into that second piece like that. That was fire. That was fire. Look, first of all, I always appreciate your energy. You always come with big energy, bro. I love you for that. But man, you put the bars together on that piece. I love it. I love it.
Sweet. Yeah, I rarely read it, so I'm happy with it. Thank you. This next piece is called Radical Self-Expression. Walk in the turbulence of Finnegan's wake while hypermaterialism's foundations shake. Wormholes riddle the holographic universe in Arcadia ego as revealed in verse. Logos, codons, are DNA inspired, in fleshborn form no longer mired. Noon blue apples find the holy grail. Starborn progeny cannot fail. The truth's in our designer genes. If you know what all this means, come home to Black Rock City's conflagration, a burning man, our initiation into the cult of infinite imagination, recapitulating the spark of all creation. 'Tis true, as above, so below. We are all stars, watch us glow, like beacons through man's twilight. Amidst the chaos lies our delight. The kingdom of heaven is in our hearts. Our souls are mapped on galactic charts. So let's get down and astronauty. It's time to shit or get off the potty. We'll teach old dogs some new tantrics. The dream spell so clearly predicts Quetzalcoatl's return, their world destroyed. We see what appears as void and drink from it the elixir of immortality, evolve the one from the duality. To realize the monism of our trinity, no longer denying our own divinity, achieve the alchemical self immortal, one giant leap through the galactic portal, a future memory of what we always have been, angels of light, free of all sin. Thank you.
Come on, poet. Y'all open your mics and show some love, please.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
I like all of the scientific references,
Beautiful.
especially talking about codons and DNA and the holographics.
I like the cadence and the energy. It gave me a sense that like it was going through some type of time zone. It was very exciting, the cadence that you were providing. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you.
MGS, your pen has a tongue of its own, bro. I want to go back to your first piece. What's the title of that again?
Glossolalia. It means speaking in tongues.
Wow. Wow. And it's no accidents. I don't look at things as coincidental, you know what I'm saying? So for me to say your pen has a tongue of its own, and then that be, can you spell that for me?
Sure. GLOSSOLALIA. Glossolalia.
Did I put that right in the chat?
I'll put it. Let me check. I'll put it in the chat myself. If not,
okay.
That's right.
I'm kind of like
Glossolalia.
I'm kind of like. Have you guys ever watched The Addams Family?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Is his name Gomez? You know
Gomez.
how he was when his wife would speak French? That's how I am when a man uses big words. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, I love it. I love it. Great shares tonight, brother. Thank you.
I speak French too, by the way.
Now watch out. Now watch out.
Right now, don't be making no love.
You dog.
I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna behave tonight. I'm gonna behave. Y'all keep that energy up, though. I love it. All right. At this time, open y'all hearts and y'all mics and show some love to my brother, The Answer.
The Answer.
What's up?
Yeah.
Peace
What's
and
up?
love.
How y'all doing this evening?
Great.
I got two pieces. I'm gonna do one was a dedication to my son because it's Autism Awareness Month, I believe, and then also I think it's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well. So I got one that's going to deal with that too. So first one is called Release Me. The light in her eyes starts to dim, flickering like bulbs that have managed to walk past their expiration dates. She's ready. Death to her at this point is a gift that she has been waiting to unwrap for what seems like years. She celebrated this day in dreams. Since her nightmare began, her silent screams have finally reached the perfect pitch of God's inattentive ears. The devil has lived with her for far too long, masquerading as a concerned family member, a caregiver, full of false hope. She looks for tales in her facial tics that give hints to the placement of her will's hierarchy. There has to be an escape hatch out of this life, she thought. It's hard to imagine survival when torture is being served to you daily like unwanted vegetables garnished in acid, with a dash of poisonous pharmaceutical seasoning for taste, force-fed in amounts unnoticed. Her body screams in unfathomable decibels of pain. Organs begin to turn on each other like jilted lovers. Where is the mercy? She prays for mercy. The devil wears pink today, sporting that innocent childlike smile that she used to love to see coming. No longer able to communicate audibly, she tries to bang out SOS and Morse code with her bedpan. She scratched help into her sheets so many times that her nails have become like cheap erasers, leaving blood-like smudges everywhere. They no longer bother to dispose of the evidence. Why is it taking so long for her number to be called? She can hear the saints marching. How can she jump the line? Mr. Kevorkian, where are you? Her angel wears purple today, her favorite color. They noticed her departure slip has been punched. Sized for her wings and cleared for takeoff. But they try to keep her soul grounded. She wants to be free from the tyranny of her seed. Her wrath is in no way honorable. They say death is not an ending, but a beginning. Well, she's finished this race with more help than she ever wanted. Now she's ready to start this marathon by herself. The starter's pistol is at her temple. Pow! She's off.
Wow. That was a powerful piece. That was a powerful piece, brother.
Wow, that was incredible.
Yeah, the answer, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Amazing lines in there. One that really stuck out for me is the devil wears pink, her angel wears purple, and she wants to be free from the tyranny of her seed. Just amazing, bro. Amazing, powerful piece.
Thank you. Let me get into this second piece. Ooh. All right, this one is called Mental Realness. And again, I said I wrote this a while back. This was dedicated to my bonus son who's has Asperger's. So here we go. My youngest son is a genius. He teaches numbers their value. He makes math his bitch. Yet fractions of his mind are so fractured that he hasn't even comprehended they exist. He has built alternate universes out of pipe cleaners with delicate ecosystems that sustain some of the most erotic forms of life. But his room resembles that of a disheveled transient's alleyway apartment before trash day. He speaks at least 5 different languages, One I've deciphered as English, in 12 different accents as 3 different personalities. Yet I have bubble note reminders of his daily chores posted around the house. His class notes resemble the likes of Picasso or Dali, but his test scores mirror rocket ships. His report card never ventures beyond the beginning of the alphabet, and I should be happy. I should be the proud peacock parent with tail feathers blazing like kaleidoscope sun rays, but I can't. See, there are no days off to pat yourself on the back for a job well done when war rages inside your child's head daily, when the tug of war between right and wrong is equal to the distance of an impatient police officer's hand on his gun, when his incomprehension is mistaken for non-compliance, when my little brown boy with an invisible learning disability is developing into an adult Black man who will be seen as learning defiant. His awkward smile seen as a fuck you smirk. His comedic retort seen as uncooperative. His nervous hand movements seen as combative. And his fear reaches up from his gut to grab hold of his vocal cords, making silence his unruly behavior. Now both of their triggers are pulled. I cringe at the turn of the calendar year. I pray for extensions to every month. I look at his face every day and capture his growth spurts in my mind. And every minute of every second, I ask God to explain to those who come in contact with him that Asperger's syndrome is a developmental disorder, not a reason to carry out a death sentence.
Wow.
Wow, that's so
That was so
inspirational.
powerful. Oh my
So intense.
Inspirational.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
felt that piece. That was a really great write. Very vulnerable and honest.
And I love
Thank
the
you.
opening line. My son is a genius. And he teaches numbers, their value. Was that the?
Yeah, that was it.
That was beautiful.
So beautiful, brother. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
And all of that, all of that, to take that answer. Your heart is definitely grown into your pen, bro. You know, we've journeyed for some time, and I just commend you on who you've become. With that being said, y'all keep that love going in the chat, please. And at this time, open your hearts and your mics for Shaki G.
Chucky G.
Let's get Shocky.
Cannot wait for
Go
that.
Shocky.
Shocky in the building.
Shout out to Shocky.
And Brooklyn in the house. That was corny. Okay. No, that was cool. Absolutely cool. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna do these 2 poems because they're the 2 newest ones. I'm sorry if you heard them already. First one is called Apple Pie. They say racism as American as apple pie. And I know history has a way of replacing exotic fruits with apples, like Adam biting into an apple and not a pomegranate, how it became stuck in his throat for generations after. Wonder if that pie always been apple, or if it was once made with strange fruit. Explains how racism can't escape their mouths, how nigga still sits right there, a jack in their voice box, ready to pop out at any minute. There's a reason us Black folk been baking sweet potato pies instead of apple. We heard those apples don't fall that far from the tree. Hit the ground hard, bruised and broken, then baked to perfection. Pretend these chalk outlines be powdered sugar, blood thick like honey. Apple slices laid in the bottom like slaves on ships. Johnny Appleseed or Willie Lynch both dropping off seeds across this land, baking flesh in hot southern sun. So yeah, racism tastes like America, like apple pie. And the second piece is called Sands.
Wait a minute, Shucky. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That piece was so fucking dope. I can't let you go without giving you some love on that power that you just read. And I love how you
Line after line after line, and it's an important message.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well crafted.
That part, the powdered sugar chalk line, is that what you said? Was that the reference?
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't stand you, Shocky. That's all I got to say, and that's love. I should have threw some pens, man. I'm just sick of you already with the lines. Bars.
All right. So the second piece I wrote in Ray Jane's workshop the other day with Cycles. I was not born by the river we often sing about, but rather in the desert where my mother was vanquished to, when family had no vacancy, sent her pregnant body, barefoot, and swollen ankles into the darkness. This is not to say my mother was Mary, nor I Jesus. There were no wise men, just violent ones. Men who hid apologies under their tongues like razor blades. Apologies my mother accepted to cut my umbilical cord. Back when the waters of her womb seemed endless, thirst unknown, how she did everything to make the sand seem ocean, turned her tears into wishing wells so I could find hope. And even so, the first time I met a river, I drowned in it, pulled under by the current, felt most at home in the sand at the bottom. Hate the way rivers made me question my mother's sacrifice. Thought of all the things she gave me, she could have taught me how to swim. Like she ain't know these rivers would dry up one day. Taught me how to make wishing wells out of tears while everyone else cut down their family trees to build arks. Like she knew ain't no flood coming. So baby, I was born ready. I don't know about that ending, but it is what it is.
Y'all open your mics and show some love.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
Shocky.
amazing.
Amazing, Shocky.
Buy that book.
Buy that book.
And I think that second poem, that's a pretty solid ending.
Yeah.
By that book.
That was fire. That I can't even remember the line exactly what you said, but it was the rivers, about the rivers and my mother's sacrifice. Like, oh my God. Whew.
I like the part when you said the lies cut the umbilical cord. That was amazing. I
I
enjoyed
like
that
that
piece.
line as well.
That was amazing. I don't know where you get your pen from, but I will follow you. And if you had any classes, I most definitely want to take a couple of them because you're an amazing poet.
Man, I got a workshop on Halloween. That Tuesday, Halloween night. So if you guys are down, my information's on IG. Stop by.
I have one question for you, Shaki. Are you in that American Next Speak? The Great American Speak talent show?
No.
You should be.
I don't even know what that is. I have to look it up.
Fire. I love it. Y'all keep spreading that love. Reminder of how to use the chat. Make sure that when you're sending your messages, it say to everyone. If you're sending private DMs or you try to type in a message for everybody, it will go straight to that DM. So make sure when you click on your message, it says to everyone. All right. That's just a quick interjection. But big love, man. Let's make sure we keep that love flowing. I love it. At this time, y'all open your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to Kelly, Mary, McAllister.
Kelly. Yeah.
Pause.
I was starting to get nervous.
LA.
Okay, I've got two pieces. I was gonna go with the sad and then the happy, but I've decided to switch it up and leave you on a sad note. So sorry about that. This first one is called Branched. I come from a broken home. These days, who doesn't? Sorry, one second. I come from a broken home. These days, who doesn't? A happy childhood for a millennial is like an oasis in the desert. We've heard tales of them, sure, but they only seem that way from far away. The irony is that it was never the first split that marked me. My parents didn't make sense, but they made peace in their shared purpose. My sister and I. The break was clean, and over time would have healed almost imperceptibly. But they were lonely and reckless with their love. Unlike me, they commit easily and often, if not wisely. My family tree grew a new limb, but it broke off. We grew another, and it too broke. And another, it too. These new breaks never healed quite right. Never healed in time, never healed at all. I'm left with stumps littering my trunk, each abandoned branch now rotting on the ground. I still have to look at them, but I cannot see them, and it's best if I do not speak of them. I cannot graft new branches anymore. I do not even try. My bark is too tough, too weathered. I can only grow straight up. It's lonely sometimes on the nights I wish to be held, on the nights I cry in solitude without anyone there to comfort me, of the small domestic triumphs no one will witness. I once heard it said that the best part of a long relationship was being seen, having someone to mark the days of your life alongside you. No one marks mine but me. I grow and grow and grow, and sometimes wonder if anyone will even know. I am not a tree without a forest, though I grow alone. The trees around me stretch out their own branches. They shade me from the harsh sun, share nutrients through their roots, protect me from the biting, bitter winter winds. The youngest trees wind around me, the wind through their leaves like giggles. They don't notice my stumps. They don't notice my lack. They simply twist their lives around me with a love so pure, so inevitable. It feels like healing. And that's the end of the first piece. The second one.
That was
Beautiful piece.
Yeah,
Really
Come
wonderful.
on, poet.
Amazing.
It was.
As usual.
Yeah, super work.
Okay, now I'm gonna make you sad, so sorry. This one's called Hunted.
We
Right
love
now in a very short title place. I feel like my depression is behind me. Not that I have overcome it, climbed out of the hole, the living grave it digs for me, sapping all the color from reality until I'm ready to lie in it, willingly, if only to escape the sepia world. I feel like my depression is behind me like a predator. Heavy footfalls that echo my own hot breath on the back of my neck that makes the soft hairs stand up in warning, the hackles of a wolf that only attacks itself. I'm a pack animal, in forced isolation, pacing the ground of my enclosure, trapped behind a locked door where another one holds the key, bored and lonely with only my own company. I've danced with depression for decades, a frantic paso doble as it stalked me around the dance floor, and I twirled and twisted and twined, gracefully eluding any prolonged hold. Sometimes I was dipped so low I wondered at my ability to ever regain my feet, but momentum carried me through. If I never stopped moving, if I never stood still, I was safe. I danced through my life, cursed like Anderson's red shoes, but all things take a toll, and now I'm paying my dues. I can't even walk properly anymore, let alone dance. My bones have betrayed me. The doctors can fix it, but won't, because of what I weigh. So for the time being, I'm easy prey. I cannot run away. I can only lay about and while away the days, watching my life go astray, my mind in utter disarray, as I write maudlin poems full of worthless cliches. My dance with depression is now a battle of wills. As my will is whittled away, I'm playing useless checkers against chess master skills. I'm tired of being mentally ill and physically still, with pain that no pill can kill. I feel like my depression is behind me, closer than ever before. like a lover at my back, the probable winner of this war. I feel like my depression is behind me. I don't know what happens now. I feel like my depression is behind me. I'm so afraid to turn around.
So
That
good.
ending. That
So
ending.
good.
Wow.
Give me sad any day of the week, Kelly.
Mary with that any day of the week, for real.
And you ended that perfectly. You ended that perfectly. Two great shares, both powerful pieces. Thank you. Thank you for sharing with us tonight. Y'all keep that love going. I appreciate y'all stepping forth and giving each other those embraces. It's not always easy to express over this mic or on any mic what's going on inside your head and inside your heart. So when you hear these messages coming out of these artists, please continue to embrace them and show that love. With that being said, y'all open your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to author Nicole S. Brown.
Hello. I have two pieces. I have one called Let It Be and one that's not titled. The first one I'm going to say is Let It Be. Speaking words of love and wisdom from me to you and you to me. Let it be. There's an answer to our problems. That's in the Trinity, the Father, God, the Son, Jesus, and the teacher, the Holy Spirit. People telling us that we should not be a part or ever been. Neither of us wanted to hear it, but we never departed in spirit. They wouldn't leave us be. We were and are destined to be a we. So let it be, because we are and we were meant to be. Pure love in the past, planted a seed in pure love in the present, watered it. In the future, exponential growth of pure love will be harvested. Pure love was, is, and will be great indeed. So let it be. That was that piece. I wrote that today at 5:30.
Beautiful, beautiful
Yes,
share.
ma'am.
I think your TV is echoing.
Yeah.
You.
I'm gonna put my headphones on.
Just want to make sure that your message is coming through clear and everybody's hearing you well. But definitely a beautiful piece. That was a nice write.
Broke out the singing. I heard you, Songbird. What up?
I can't find my headphones, so I'm gonna have to keep going. I'm gonna turn the TV down. This one is called. It was from a writing prompt the other day with Ram Rock, and the writing prompt was Crimson. Oh yeah, I do have a title. It's called Ride the Tide. Ride the tide, our crimson wave of love, just good night. Roll tide roll. About the crimson wave of love was broken, and I need to be consoled. About my love for you and what our love created for so long, I didn't tell her so. Your actions with our love made me hate it all together. Although we loved on each other in all types of weather, we haven't had a bond that could never be severed. Roll, tide, roll. Let's tell our souls that our crystal wave caused many to misbehave and discredit and destroy what was, is, here, and is to stay. To all that with real love and commitment, no soul should toy. Let the crimson wave roll love roll, to tell all that Cupid shot our hearts with this rouge wave, will forever cause us to misbehave in a loving way. Roll, tide, roll, even after many school, church, and wedding, and also clock bells toll. That's that piece.
That was lovely, Nicole.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Roll Tide Roll.
Sorry, I was putting something in the chat. Definitely great work to the prompt. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's always good to hear you singing. You sing very well, so they bring your pieces out. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
awesome. Um, right now, just want to say goodnight to my brother, The Answer. Thank you for coming in and sharing with us tonight, bro. Okay, he stepped out. He was saying goodnight to everybody. Alright, but yeah, beautiful pieces, author Nicole. Keep pushing your pen, Queen. That being said, y'all keep loving on each other in and out the chats, please. And at this time, open your hearts and your mics to my co-host of this amazing event, the amazing gifted.
Woohoo! Maya, let's go.
Hey there.
Amazing. Woohoo.
Gifted.
Hi everyone.
Love you.
I love y'all too. I had to go turn my own TV down. Oh God. Especially because it starts storming here.
Woo! I was
So
trying to
anyway.
find my mute button, so I had you your flowers. Let's go, Gifted.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. This piece that I am about to do, some of you may have heard, but I'm trying to work out the kinks because I have a show coming up for this month. This piece is called Fair Game. When the wind blows, the leaves fall from their branches, exposing the nakedness of their souls. I was fair game. Fair game to their hands, the ashtray to their lustful desires, not ever understanding that no was even an option. Voiceless, groomed at a young age to keep quiet. Let him do his business, do as he pleases. Dry those tears and make sure everything is in its place. So dry your tears. Make sure that everything stays in its place. That was fair game. Over and over and over again. Vulnerable to the charm of the snake. No one came to my rescue. No one heard me scream. No one stopped the ugliness that was left behind. No one cried out for me. No one said stop. No one screamed. No one held their hand out for me to grab to come away from that. Or even rocked me and just told me that they understand.
Lady, you
Whether I wanted it or not was never on the table. Open arms and legs with closed mouths get fed. So dolls, jewelry, clothes, money serve him up. Repeat. Dolls, jewelry, money, serve, repeat. When all I wanted to feel was safe, loved, not obligated to plate up what was rightfully mine. It's hard to unlearn the lessons that were never learned. Conformity of unspoken laws, unorthodox or orthodox, was a severe walk until the leaves fell and my season changed. The neckness marked my path, and to path was to freedom. Freedom reigned, and my body no longer was the receptacle of their trash. No, really does mean no. Outward rage, beautiful, because it saves me from ever being silent again. I was fair game. Target to submit my free will. Triggered senses, recut unhealed scars over and over again. But now I make my own rules. Screaming out for what's mine. Words unfold in these stories that are told. So when the leaves fall from their branches, exposing the nakedness of their souls, we have no choice but to turn over a new leaf. That's that piece.
Beautiful. Beautiful, sister. I feel like I was watching a stage play for real. Beautiful, sweetie.
Wow.
You was definitely naked up in here.
Thank you.
That was powerful.
Thank you.
That,
Gifted, it just brought tears to me. I just tell you, it was just so heartfelt. And Mr. Witz has a poem that goes along with that too. I just hear you, and I heard his poem too. But again, thank you for that. Another amazing read.
Thank you.
That was incredible. And I am so sorry that I interrupted you. You had that pause and I thought you were done. I was so excited to come say, man, we all want to come rescue right now. So I greatly apologize.
Oh, no problem. Sorry. Yeah, I sometimes pause to catch my breath. I sometimes pause so that I can find the next word. So
hey, you know what? You can pause all you want. I'm gonna give it an extra breath this time before I jump.
And I'm like Kelly tonight. But I gotta get these pieces out. I gotta make sure I have them memorized. All right. So
can
sorry.
you give me that line before you move on?
What's the line?
The opening line, and you used it again, but I know it's the opening line. When
the last piece?
Yes, when the wind.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. When the wind blows, the leaves fall from their branches, exposing the nakedness of their souls. So,
Amazing.
oh, yeah, like in the forest when it exposes everything that they are. And it's that just when the truth is almost, when the truth is told, everything is exposed. So I'm relating the truth to these branches. When the branches fall from the trees, you're turning over a new leaf. All of that, the correlation of all of that, seasons changing.
I was about to say that turning over a new leaf. That was brilliant. How you ended that.
Thank you. Oh wow, thank you. Thank you. All right.
You're amazing. You're a wordsmith. Absolutely.
Oh wow, who is that? Thank you. Thank you. I was spotlighted, so I couldn't see, but thank you. All right, let's get this last piece out. I probably should have thought of something else, but now I can't think of anything else. So we're gonna do it. All right, here we go. This is Dark Rooms. Dark rooms scare me. Can't see what's coming, yet ominous gloom lurks. Panic ensues. Fear of fear shortens one breath after the next. Even closed eyelids reminds me of the terror left behind his panting, his hard grabbing hands, and places where my washcloth would normally see. No one ever told me that this is how it would be. Intimacy, an unpleasurable nightmare, cloaked in the false sense of normalcy. Night after night after night, darkness loomed, doors creaked, footsteps hear them down the hall. In that space they consume and monsters invade the peace of mind that I would normally use to guide my dreams. I'd hold my breath in the expectancy of its end. Yet my unconscious limbs awaken to the stench of alcohol and groans of his completion. It took years to rid myself of that smell. And though days are long gone, I'm still afraid of the monsters that live in my head, that recall the uneasy grasp in the clutches of the dark. And closing my eyes with a remembrance of that darkness still scares me. That's that piece.
Yeah, open your mics, please.
Wow.
Oh, Gifted. I love you, Gifted. Gifted, I love you.
Woo!
Love you,
I love
Gifted.
her too. That's crazy.
Wow.
Spectacular work.
Amazing.
Yeah, love, you are so powerful. Your voice is so necessary. I just thank you for being courageous and expressing and sharing your message through your voice. So many people be free. Y'all keep showing that love in and out of the chat, please. And make sure you go back and look through the chat and get the love that is there for you. With that being said, y'all open your hearts and your mics for our next artist. Amazing Valerie Lorraine.
Thank you.
Hey, Val.
Let's go, Valerie. All right. Well, I have two pieces. They're never heard before. So this one is called Mama. And in that moment of deep, unshakable sadness, I just wanted my mom. I wanted to call her and hear her voice. My hand grips the phone as my nails curl cat-like around the screen. I'm close to tapping her icon under faves. I breathe first and ground. I choose to play it out in my head. I didn't get very far. In the first sentence, I drew out how sad I was and how I just couldn't change the funk to a different channel. That's when I heard her change the narrative from me to her, an always occurrence. So that is the moment I let the thought go. The only voice I wanted to hear, the only love I knew I needed, the only compassion I craved. The love that could reach through the phone and wrap its arms around me. But I knew I would never get what I wanted and needed. So instead, I grabbed my pillow and let a single tear sneak from my eyes. It's the way I cry now. Not buckets or rivers, no heaving of emotional tides, just a singular drizzle to remind me I hurt. And the wash of rain isn't coming to refresh the fields. The crop is still dying, and the once lush oasis is drought. There is no feast from harvest, only the imaginable, the hopelessness of the hopefulness of the hungry. Even without the rains, I know something better is coming. It's built within me to always bank on tomorrow. I just know whatever crop I yield is on me alone to grow. I've started to tend to air plants and cacti. It's not something I can feed on, but is something I can watch grow in its beauty and strange durability. Under the right circumstances, it'll even bloom. And it's here I remind myself how wonderful life is, and that nature reminds us that it's not all about peonies and roses. There are needles and prickles to keep it safe and growing. The water is in the core, and someone would have to cut deeply inside to expose the liquid from spilling out. It dulls my pain to know that tears are few because I'm reserving my water for another growing season. My mama is a gardener. I guess that makes me her prickly plant, one she doesn't have to tend to often. Valerie Lorraine.
Beautiful, beautiful piece. You had some stellar lines in there.
Yes, I love that.
And the
Oh,
calm of the delivery was awesome.
Wow.
Get it, Val.
Wow.
Thank you. All right, I'm just pulling up my second piece. So, I'm very excited to share this piece. I have been hosting an anthology, and it is right about to be published. So I'm going to try out this piece. So nobody has heard it, and nobody has even heard that there's a book coming out. So this is called The Act of Breathing. How many times did I revisit the pain, the anguish of the ways I grieved over you? At one time, your breath near me was a sweet revelation, a key unlocking the feelings from captivity. You masterfully cast a spell on me with your breath alone, whispering across delicate, immediate space. A contagion and a cure, as unseen as the air in this room. If I could only hold your breath, to simply take one of my own, allowing fresh, oxygenated thoughts to pursue a confused mind. Breathe into my own capacity, quiet my pleading heart. I made a mistake. So many, in fact. The countenance I made with blood was thicker than the water of the womb, and steadfast to unrequited loyalty. I, in fact, forgot to breathe in order to save myself. Valerie Lorraine.
Brilliant ending. Y'all open your mics and show some love.
Valerie, wow, amazing.
Yeah, Valerie.
Oh, both pieces beautiful, but that last
Really strong.
is just powerful. Wow. Thank you for sharing that, and congratulations on the upcoming anthology.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all show some love. Valerie has been a very busy woman, and we appreciate you in the community. Okay, that being
Thank you,
said,
Mr. Rick.
yes, ma'am. Y'all keep that love going in and out of the chats. And at this time, open your hearts and your mics to my food dog, Nemo Soon.
Okay.
Nemo.
So
excited to hear Nemo.
So tonight, I'd like to start off by reading one of Miss Betty's pieces. that she has honored me by sending and asked me to read. So I'd like to read one of her pieces. I'm ravishing, entrancing in my navy impenetrable ponderous cape. I brandish a blood-soaked scythe, always at the ready, with the surgical precision of a neurosurgeon, cutting to the very root, then burning the ground of laws, amendments, freedoms, rights, questions, and absolutely all attempts at consensus. With a vicious savagery, even which the indigenous, all the victims of the Holocaust, which included non-Jewish, i.e. handicapped, all people of color and gays, and even if I may say, those who came before the Mayflower, you, my African brothers, ancestors, can comprehend or witnessed. The depth of my abhorrence for humanity does not in any way repulse me. Nay, I relish it like a splendid feast with its spread of gore and blood. Even as I destroy kingdom come at the spite of my eyes, I do it willingly, with the thunderous sound of a million ungloved fingers scratching a blackboard. Let me go blind. I don't care. I do it gleefully, so that you aren't free. Look over your shoulder. I'm coming. And that was Executioner Executed.
Wow.
Good God.
Wow. Wow.
If you don't get a book out and you be getting on us, are you
I'm
serious right now? We're going to come and whoop you, Miss Betty.
Thank you, Nemo.
That whole build
That was brilliantly written and excellently read. Thank you, Nemo. And thank you, Miss Betty. That was
Yeah, Miss Betty, great poem. Nemo,
brilliant.
great read.
Nemo, if you will, can you go back for me about maybe 4 lines before the line of those who came before the Mayflower? And just read those 4 lines up into that.
Okay, hang on. Working on it.
I sound like AJ when I said that, huh? 4 lines back in the 5th paragraph.
Yeah, you did. And Nemo might say that.
Mayflower, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, with a viscous savagery, even which the indigenous, all the victims of the Holocaust, which included non-Jewish, i.e. handicapped, all people of color and gays, and even, if I may, say those who came before the Mayflower, you, my African brothers and sisters, can comprehend or witnessed.
That whole passage was crazy, Mama Betty. Your pen is doing some special stuff. I'm telling you. You gotta get these messages out. You can't keep them to yourself. You cannot keep them to yourself. You have to make sure that we get that, Mom. It's important to us.
Nemo, thank you. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you for letting me read that. It was awesome.
That was
amazing, amazing read and amazing poetic ecstasy, as I call it.
Do you mind if I read what I'm going to be performing tomorrow? It's a microtriptych.
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay.
Come on
now. My mind palace is a labyrinth of my own devising. Halls of neurons twist away into the darkness in all directions from where I stand. So perfect was my design that I cannot escape. And those brave souls who come looking for me become hopelessly lost. There's something in here that feeds on flesh. I see its horns in the mirror sometimes, and I'm never far from its hot and wretched breath. Perhaps I built the maze to hold the monster. When my father decided it was time to go, he went. There was no hug that would hold him, but I did make him cry. On the day he walked away, he turned back with tears in his eyes. I think in that moment, leaving me hurt. Knowing this was the forever kind of goodbye stung him a little bit. A few tears shed on a causeway for a son who was never good enough for him to stay. I know the ascent all too well. Slopes painted with my spent blood, scattered with the shredded banners of past rallies. It's my heart's deepest desire to get to the top of the hill. But there's this boulder, and it is with me wherever I go. Pushing the great rock upwards has created grooves in the dirt. Sometimes I follow them. Sometimes I make new ones, and sometimes I want to change the path, but the boulder gets stuck in the ruts. I find myself having to repeat a route I know will end in failure. And I watch the boulder roll back down, crushing everything beneath it, bringing me back to the base, looking up, feeling broken. I've gotten to the top before, but I found a wicked man whose face I've seen in the mirror. So I pushed him, and I felt him fall. And I dreamt that my world was tumbling. And I woke at the bottom feeling scared. Keeping my head down this time, staying focused on the work. I can feel the weight of the burden shifting as my will grows stronger and the climb begins again. Thank you.
Wow.
Nemo.
Incredible, Nemo.
This is wisdom. You're like the king's advisor. And I don't think you understand that the power that you have in the knowledge of your journey, bro. But it shows in your work. You're a brilliant man. Just keep growing, bro. Keep doing amazing things, man. It's in your path, for real.
Yeah, brother. You're gonna slay tomorrow night.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I've so much have grown here with this community of people. So thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you for saying that, man. We love you, bro. And then, like my man said, you're gonna kill it tonight. So no luck necessary. Just travel with God's blessings. That being said, y'all continue to show that love in and out the chat, please. And at this time, open your hearts and your mics and let's show some love to Brooklyn in the house. Erica Floyd.
Brooklyn in the house.
I didn't
Well
realize
done,
it was my
y'all.
turn. I thought it was somebody else. Let me hurry up and get to it because I know somebody needs to go to bed soon. Let me see here. I guess I will. Can you guys hear me clearly? Is there any interference, or am I going in and out?
Perfect, BK.
You're perfect. Yes, I agree.
So I guess I will read this piece that was inspired, or rather challenged by Ramrock Speaks. He gave me he gave us 8 words that we had to write a piece using these 8 words. And for now, I had titled it A Time for Solitude. Being alone and being lonely are not the same. To be alone is often a choice, a decision predicated on either giving bullshit an invitation or electing self-preservation. Loneliness, however, is an institution that garbs you in a figurative straitjacket, lined with discomfort and discontent, tailored tightly around one's flesh, leaving vulnerable emotions concealed, as if vacuumed sealed, like it needs preserving. Not. Oftentimes, not for outsiders to discover. Its intent is to stay undercover. This is not an institution that you would commit to, or someone would commit you to, unless your actions called for it. Just my opinion. Intimate relations in mind and spirit is what most desire before truly laying oneself bare, at least for me. Too often relying in error on portions others shared to keep us healthy and fit in our relationships, but will leave us skinny to almost anorexic in neglect. Acrid declarations given with such deceptive intentions, as if presenting a rose with each greeting. So keeping to oneself becomes necessary. Experience with maturity breeds wisdom, allowing past considerations to fall away as leaves in autumn. That time alone to know oneself will allow peace to cascade like sunshine on the horizon, in hopes that in the appointed time, being alone will no longer be the best option. And that is that piece.
You better come on with that pen over there, Erica.
Come on, Brooklyn.
You've been writing, baby. You've been writing.
Oh.
I'm telling you, between Ramrock and Kelly up in here, I'm like, oh my God, I just feel so special. They've been inviting me in these spaces, and I guess God said it's time, to try to take it up another level.
Trust in your gifts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I really appreciate them. I appreciate all of you, actually. So that goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So I'm gonna go another direction. I started to go in the direction of gifted, but I'm like, I don't know if I wanted to say another sad piece. So I'm gonna go this way. This one's short.
Say what's on your heart.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one because this one is really short. Make love to my mind. Caress me with conjunction and consideration. Calm my concerns and contractions. Massage my brain matter in memorandum. Manipulate my mental metaphorically. Tease me with tangled tongue twisters and tankers. Delve deep, delivering me from my defining distress. Penetrate me with participles, poetic purpose, and prose. Fill me phonetically with phallic frequency. Stroke me in stimulating superlatives. Serenade me with soliloquies. Read me rhythmically, releasing me to relaxation. Sending sentences, seducing me to sensually satiated sleep. And that is that piece.
Woohoo!
It,
Hot.
it's like
Fire.
like Josh said, your words make us all feel sexy. Goddamn.
Penetrate me with what?
And
Oh,
old, I think I wrote that in like 2020.
oh my
Well, you
Lord.
lived it tonight.
Right. My
Lived it.
goodness.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you again for the space. I appreciate it because I do need to practice.
You're doing well. Thank you for coming because can't nobody force your hand. It's you putting forth the effort that will make you great. You know what I'm saying? Without sacrifice won't be no greater accomplishment. So thank you for being naked with us.
No problem.
That said, y'all keep showing y'all love in and out of the chat, please. And at this time, open your hearts and your mics and show some love to Ja Moore Smalls.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Ja. Ja.
Hey, hey, hey.
How everybody is doing? How everybody week is going so far?
Awesome.
Good, baby. We good.
Yes.
Good to have you, man.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jamo Small. and you're in my house. Anyhow, I will do a short piece and another piece. So the first piece is going to it's called Homeless. Most of you already heard this piece. I have a couple new material, but I'm not ready to release it as yet, but I'm just sticking with the old piece for now. This piece is called Homeless. My mind is deadly with a few cracks in between. Mentally unstable, a general crackhead in the streets. Don't blame society because the walk of shame is meek. Losing our own humanity because our thoughts and actions are unique. Follow your heart, swallow your soul. The separation of oneness never be told. Let our useless expression never get old. Give a shout out to the homeless who never been home. And that's the end of that piece.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, that last line was
Nice.
I ain't gonna lie, I was looking for some more, but yeah, that was a powerful piece. And
Wow.
thank you for sharing that.
All right. Our next piece is called Fart Spread. Everybody should know it by now. I know it by heart. Oh, here we go. Before I die, you better come listen closely. I'm not just a victim of life, but the way I survive is all caused by a wicked rosary. If I dare to tell it all, then it would be a wicked story. It started up with no help. There's no way you could tell like a missing grocery. I was thrown back into hell. People know how to pretend. These pretentious people have no needs to be friends. I have a weak family, which I just leap with a pen. And every time they come greet me, I just leap to the fence. I won't probably survive this. If I survive shit, then I will survive piss. You're wondering how you could vibe this. You had problem walking in my shoes, but actually you can climb this. I'm just doing what I want to do. And if you don't like it, then my actions will be at your risk. You know who I'm speaking to. Hope you have a good weekend too. You're probably right. I'll be leaving soon. Let your balls rip. And that's the end of those two pieces.
Come on, poet. Y'all open y'all mics and show some love.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, yeah, you was coming
Yes.
with it, Josh. You was coming with it, bro.
You're so animated to me. I like you.
That's all the job of the artist, you know? Paint picture with words.
Absolutely.
That you did, brother. That you did.
It's good. So yeah.
Yeah, y'all keep that love going, man. Please. Y'all look in the chats. You got some comments in there. They embrace you as well, man. Thank you for your share tonight. Yeah, with that being said, y'all keep that love flowing, please, and open your hearts to y'all mics and show some love to Queen Mrwitzthepoet Rogers. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes.
Let's go, Queen.
Hey.
Queen Mrwitzthepoet.
Peace and love, you beautiful people. Listen, you know how many times Nemo and Wits put it in my chat for me to be here, and it's always my kids and something going on at night. So I am so grateful to be here amongst you beautiful, amazing, talented, gifted people. So I just had to say that. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that everything I've been hearing and just all this beautiful poetic ecstasy. And I'm going to read you guys a piece I wrote called The Oracle. I love and respect every single one of you that are here. I love you all so very much. So this is called The Oracle, and I might be reading this Saturday night. I'm going to be in New York this weekend. I'm very excited. So yeah. I've been working on this. Some of you might have heard it, but I'm gonna see how it goes. Let's see what it does. The only way to see through is no longer nice. See, we two different types in this world of ungodly things. It all must fall apart so it can come back together. Mother Gaia is tired of all the fire, evil, and terror. See, we elevating into new powers, healing dimensions, and levels. We are killing our dead old ways and purifying into creations of new earth with real feelings and real healings as we pour into ourselves with grace and truth, guided by our ancestral roots, no longer strangled by their noose. As we fix our thinking and heal our hearts, it is all working together for the greater good. See, we moving like the motion of our creator. We sprinkling down different flavors and we matching effects and building together. We in the light, manifesting abundance, brave and free. You know what I mean? We the magnetic electric force fields. We the Vates and we limitless. We are magic and no longer nice. See, we heavy up and stuck in these elemental frequencies and prayers. We lifting spiritual codes and conquering it all so bold. The only way to see through is no longer nice, and nothing compares to what we are. We ain't missing no beats. We wired like the heat, no longer feeding the beast. We are a magnetic electric force fields. We are limitless and we moisten our flavors, matching effects and spells. And the only way to see through is no longer nice. From start to finish, so deep, so hard, light and dark, lock and key, pen and paper, sun and moon, fire and ice, nail and hammer, sand and ocean, chalk and board, hunger and feast, beauty and the beast. See, we vating, vibrating, and soothsaying. We vating, vibrating, and soothsaying. The Oracle. That's the piece.
Come on, Queen.
Yes, ma'am.
Queen, yeah.
the piece, it just got me. I was just going to leave, and I just hear that, and I was like, all right, no, I got to stay here to hear this here.
Worth it. Totally worth it, Queen. Woo.
I'm just grateful to be in the presence of greatness. Okay, this second piece is from my book, and I normally don't read pieces like this, but I just felt the need to do so. This is the last poem in my book, and it's called It Means Nothing. Nothing is ever true. I was never the girl that cared for fancy things. I like my kicks and jeans. I'm so tired of trying to prove to you that I care and truly love you. You say you chose me, but did you truly, or did you just use me? All along, I've been working in my divine power, healing myself to be stronger. I am no longer connected to the system. I am, unbroken, unafraid, and untamed. Free spirit working each day to continue to elevate higher and higher. You will not hold me back from my destiny if you cannot see the beautiful flower that blooms before thee. With all the support and love, even when I didn't have enough, I would go without just to please you. And when I was unable, you just threw me under the table. How could you ever put yourself in my shoes? I made all the right choices to truly dedicate my life and my love to my family. I will no longer be manipulated to feed your hunger for self-hate and self-destruction. To be alone for so long, raising our seeds all alone. See, I currently live in my purpose, in my creativity, healing, teaching, and beaming. And it means nothing. Poem.
Wow.
Come on, poet.
Yeah. I got much love for you because you are positive. You always spreading that positivity, that love. I appreciate it. I
Yes.
appreciate you. Got to find you. I got to meet you, lady. We've got to meet.
I will be I'm leaving for New York Friday morning. I'll be in New York at like 10 o'clock. I'll be in Queens. My sister lives in Jamaica. And I'm going to JC's poetry show at the I think it's called Urban Village something. It's going to be in Astoria. That's where I'll be Saturday night. We're going to link up. I got you, New York, Brooklyn. We're going to link up. We're going to figure it out.
That's the thing, though. I'm originally from Brooklyn, but I live in South Carolina. And Wits is like, what, 2 hours away from me?
Yeah.
So I'm here where Kendra is.
Yeah. We Brooklynites, but we living in the South.
I'm from Brooklyn too. That's where I was born, but I live in Florida.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
In Florida.
Look, we almost south for the border, huh? We done made a run for the South.
Where in Florida?
I live in Stewart.
I live in West Palm Beach.
Stop lying. Stop it.
For real.
We're going to link up.
That's what I'm talking
Good
about.
night. I'll put my info in the chat.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
Good night, Miss Betty.
Good night,
We
Mama
love
Betty.
you.
We love you and thank you for the
We
power
love you.
tonight.
One love, guys.
One
Blessings
love.
and love, Betty.
Well, Miss Betty.
Good
So I'm
night.
come to Florida then.
Good night, you guys.
Good night.
We love you. Good
Good
night.
night.
Queen Marat, what was the line that said broken and untamed? And what was that line? That was so powerful.
Yeah, I got you. See, some of y'all know my story because I was real open about what I was going through since last November. And I had left my husband, and this is the last poem that I wrote in the book I published. So here it goes. I wrote, I am no longer connected to this system. I am unbroken, unafraid, and untamed. Free spirit working each day to continue to elevate higher and higher. That's the line.
Yes, such power. Yes, I love it. Take your power back. I love it.
And you are working to republish that book, correct?
Yes, I'm working on republishing it, and I'm working on my second book. It's called 18 Pages of Changes. It's going to be like an inspirational book with like shadow work stuff in it because I've been working through some healing hard, boy. So I hope it helps people.
Queen, if you have the time, get yourself to New Eurekan Poets Cafe. It's closing for 3 years, and it is the mecca of poetry in New York City.
Say that.
All right, brother. Thank you for that.
Connect with Ray Jane. She's in the room tonight. Definitely reach out to her, and yeah, that'll be a amazing experience for you. So would like to see you there and hear you on that mic. All right. With that being said, y'all keep that love going in and out the chat. We got 2 more artists. We got 3 more. Well, I don't see them hands risen, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna say something. So at this time, y'all open your hearts and y'all mics and let's show some love to DFT, Dope Female Trainer.
Woohoo! Let's go.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hey, girl.
Hey, I was born by a river in a little tent. And just like that river, I possess the symbols of endlessness. Geographical awareness depths as deep as the flawless sea. You see, I am that stable mind that's constantly creating currents of chaotic confusion while conquering the traumas caused by the critiques of consistent envy. I am that bold, bright, blazing, beautiful black chick here. Call me Sarah Baartman, thick in my lips, and hips are designed to make and break all your shit. I am the thought before you think it, baby. Hell, I'm the pen, the paper, and the motherfucking black ink. I am your author, your editor, and the first one to support your shit. Remember, baby, I wrote this shit. Stood 10 toes down deep with you in your shit, from your ass to your nose. Hell, I was the shaman that wiped your shit and then let it go, baby. Hell, I milk this shit. Make no mistakes about it. I'm gonna make this shit look easy, chick. I'm the pan and the cake on the plate that your ass ate, but ain't your mama. Well, I'm somebody's mama. And I'd be damned if I let you take my piece of mine, because this here piece is mine, because my worth is priceless. And I may not have graduated from college, but you can damn sure call me that street knowledge, because I can change from sense from your hands to mine. Multiply, divide, and increase your shit by 3 times, because, baby, I'm dope. And like the rose that rolls from the concrete beneath your feet on repeat of empty echoes, exposing the woes that I no longer want to hold, but I do for you. Because to deny me is to deny you. You see, I be that cocaine rich, 100% authentic bitch, grade A, type O blood that trickles history into your DNA. I am that Henrietta Lacks chick covered in cracked backs and tattooed scars of sacrifice chick. And you claim that you came into this world alone. Well, I guess 10 months in my womb and you never considered this house your home, nigga. I built this foundation, this stage and this throne. And the only reason why I'm queen of the jungle is because I don't make this bitch my home. You see, I am your Georgia Power. I'm your built-in PhD, graduated magna cum laude of Life University. I am your educator, your peacemaker, your navigator, and your motivator. And with the trials and tribulations of life nearly got the best of me, baby, it was you that I thought about and I earned my motherly degree. You see, you owe your fucking life to me. You are quick to point the finger when life offers you a slice of humility, knocking you on your ass, and rather than you taking a back seat, you want to blame all this shit on me. But baby, I am your safety. I'm your loyalty. I'm going to hold that ass down like gravity, willing to sacrifice every bit of me before death finds your ass at 23. You smell that? I'm the air that you fucking breathe. I'm your oxygen. I'm your lawyer. I'm your voice. I'm your jury. I'm your transporter. When tears fall from your eyes, baby, you better believe it's going to be Shay G that be the judge to restore order, because I'm your fucking justice, baby. I'm going to fight for you. I'll take shots for you. I'll lose sleep for you. I will die for you, because I'm your protector. I won't lie to you, and I'll never deny you. I'll shed tears for you and I'll pray for you because I'm your comforter. I'll break bread with you. My heart will always be here for you. And I'm going to love and respect you. You see, this is my promise to you. But the one thing I will not do is to continue to be denied by you. Because, baby, I'm your mama. Oh.
How you feel, Queen?
Okay.
Good. That was powerful. Always a great delivery. And the message engulfed in that piece is amazing. I think you, like Gifted, y'all do something that just captivates the room, and it doesn't allow people to do nothing but just stand still and absorb the message. Dope performance.
Yeah, the delivery is crazy, as always. And I've heard her recite it before, but still, she delivers it as if this is the first time you're hearing it. So you don't get tired of it. That's how smooth you are, girl. I love it.
Thank you. This next piece is called Novocaine. He loves me past my pain. And although he's the affliction to this addiction, I ain't changing. See, he knows how to prescribe the CCs to my IV. This man here, he's my Novocaine. Nah, fuck that. He's my main vein, and one hit of him is never the same. You better put your boxing gloves on. See, his love is so strong, it makes me question my own workout. He imprints his ink into these bricks, and with each stick, he's the addict to my pain. Penetrations of fictitious fictions fixated as he implants his stance into my truth, and if it's just for a moment, I can still away. Still away yesterday's, tomorrow's memories of false fallacies intended to destroy my mind, body, and spirit, only to discover that I am the oxygen that this king breathes. Often attempted but never implemented. Some is good shit. His cocaine rich, 100% authentic, grade A type old blood that trickles history into his DNA. I am the drum that beats the beat of beatings covered in cracked backs and tattooed scars of sacrifice. I'm in your mind, Poppy. I'm in your mind, thicker than a line of blacks on Friday in the government check line. Repeatedly, you tease me. Lock licking this religion to make this shit taste that much sweeter. Sweet licks of my cerebral cortex awakens your hunger for knowledge. You crave the wisdom of balance, is chiseled in the crevices of my cerebellum. And although this is abuse, ain't no fucking excuse, because the morphine that this king brings sets my sights on high. Cloud 9 BV, daily getaway as you ink your canvas with a pen, and in the background on repeat is Jodeci serenading me saying, baby, won't you just stay? Instant highs and deeper lows sends my conscience into autopilot, and I am willingly relinquishing my strength to be strong enough to be weak because I choose him. You see, he's my offense that creates pockets of passcodes, and hell knows I'm going to try his ass anyway because I trust him. Even if my odds appear greater than my win, because he's got my fucking back like all we got is each other. And like 4 flats on a black Cadillac kind of back of this man, here's my loyalty. You see, he gets the best of me every time I close my eyes. The sense of him wraps my soul like a 4-leaf clover. Hell, I consider myself lucky, and he is heavily engulfed in my mind in this here world movie. God damn, he be the plot that thickens me, and I would happily co-sign, seal, and deliver because this man right here don't get no realer. So baby, suck on my thoughts. Caress away the stress that this day has brought. Create a vibrational pull on my mind, Poppy. Send my thoughts back into town with the hopes we can make this shit last forever. Tongue tie you taste buds around the sweet, sticky knowledge of my life. Penetrate my doubts and fears, baby. Clutch my confidence as you imprint your spirit into my soul, because I must admit I'm so willing to submit with the intent to repent before I fucking commit sin again. Seduce my legs to expand to your every command every day into my water. As you slowly glide your fingertips into the valley of my vision, I lick on the daddy. Spit on it. Slurp the clicks of my ever-floating emotions and oceans of tears that said dance in my water. Jujubilité. Otra potencia unita me rico. E alla República da representação de salvação. Indivisible a su lugar victoria avec la garantie de la liberté propre. Et de la justice pour tous. Bon.
Yeesh. Y'all open your mics and show some love to the poet.
The suck on my thought.
Yeah.
Okay, pregnant. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I done had about 7 children over here, child. We happy.
Right?
I think I'm pregnant.
You better go, Magus.
You are, Magus. You are.
You better speak that language. She's speaking that love language at the
There
end.
we go.
Y'all hear that?
Right. Mm-hmm. That was
Yeah.
fire. That was fire. I'm stunned. MGS is pregnant. I know what that feels like. I've been pregnant before. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Thank you for the shares tonight. Both pieces were strong and powerful. Great delivery, and we wish you luck in this upcoming performance. Well, no luck. Travel with God's blessings, and you'll do your job. And with that being said, y'all keep that love
Thank you.
in the chat. Yes, ma'am. And now y'all open your hearts and your mics for our final poet of the night, the amazing Ray Jane.
Hey, Jane.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jane! Woohoo! Let's go.
Yeah, Ray Jane.
What's up, people?
Got that book.
Damn, y'all have been fantastic, man. I'm just grateful to be amongst you. Thank you, Mr. Witz, for making a safe and warm atmosphere for all these talented people to come together and share gifts. Appreciate you. We need you, and we're grateful for you. As they mentioned, my name is Ray Jane. For those of you who don't know me, I'm gonna drop my website. It's rayjane.com/shop. I have a new book out entitled Black Like That. You could come through on my website and check out the bundles. We got books, we got workbooks, we got vinyl, a little bit of everything. So check me out. I'm gonna read a piece from the book, and I am going to read a new piece as well. And that's it. I appreciate y'all for the space. All right. The first one is from the book, and it's entitled Healing in Fields of Yarrow. And some of y'all might have heard this one already. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. I will reject all energies coming from my neck, including mine if it's coming while I'm twisted up inside. I forgot how to hide, once whipped so much I grew a hide, covered myself, and yes, I'm fines, though the feed for growth never lied. Confide my truth, stack it so high, and my excuses I nullify. Return the ancient working of the dirt. Pick the burdock roots to sweep the rotten fruit long fallen from branching potential. On my misty copeland, I spin broom through cobweb talents long unseen, venturing deeper into the thick of me. My moss facing north, my riches somehow still green. Panting in my own breath, I stop by my rivers to drink, lean against myself while dipping into my own well, astonished to find enough wet left to quench this parchment finally moistened again. Bits of me yet broken creak moving along in me. We recall the yarrow might stop the bleeding, picking a few more than I need, sprinkling in some fireweed, so much returning in the wounds allowed to breathe. Why we eat so much plantain finally making so much sense to me. Got so lost in my recovery, startled, walked right into a fence. I forgot about this moat, this incessant layering of onion. I'm peeling my traumas away from my skin, sometimes taking some skin with it, but thanking great Orisha for leaving the black intact, placing balm of Olodumare all over this back, pushing God deeply into these lashes. No wonder I fled. Who runs toward pain so steep it stands you pass straight into back-bending posture of openly weeping, nay, violently wailing with the spoiled ire of this creature with creator for sacrificing me to circumstance. Why the fare for better gotta be so steep, stretching the spine, requiring realignment, so intent on the heavens the weight of my mind is allowed to unwind. Chin points us in the direction, completion. Body moving forward with 2 out of 3 eyes still focused on where I've been, balancing the weight of forward thinking, all the while knowing the speed of destruction remains just a hair faster than the healing. Nearly reassembled at the edges of this version of me, these equations somehow resembling peering out across my scabbing scapes, trauma valleys finally filling with their water. No longer hydrostatic, my whole biome returning to movement, healing, releasing joy to its natural state of acrobatics, grace, rising at dawn, singing life's supreme mathematics.
You better fucking come on.
Oh
God
my God.
damn it.
Oh my God. All I could
You
say.
are amazing.
That voice was like,
Yeah.
yo.
I didn't know who that was. I'm like, who was that
Like,
talking? That's like, huh?
like,
You
okay.
are
I am
Right
never
amazing.
ready for when you
I
start.
felt like I was
Never
in
ready.
church. There was a hymn, baby girl. I don't know you, but you are phenomenal. I've never had anybody make my. I ain't got no hammer on. Them bitches still on end. You are amazing, amazing, amazing. Golly, I was
Much
in
love,
church.
Ray.
Yeah, amazing. When she begins, you have to look around. Like it doesn't seem like it's coming from you. It's like how big is that voice in that small frame of yours? It's just so phenomenal, Queen. You are really, really speaking for the ancestors. I love listening to you. Just keep being brilliant, please. And I definitely need to get some vinyl from you. I gotta hear your voice. That's the thing. I got to have the voice behind the message.
Say that. Say that. I was about to say, I hope she has an audio version of herself. Please. Please.
Y'all were loving on me, and I thank you for that. I do. On my website, there's a link to my SoundCloud. I got over 50 pieces on there, so you could definitely check me out. The book will definitely have audio with it as well, in one way or the other. So y'all keep your eyes peeled and your hearts open. I appreciate you pouring into my well. Sometimes I don't know how much I need that water, but I thank you. The next piece is new. I haven't read it for anybody, I don't think. So if you heard it already, don't hold it against me. I think it's new. And it's about change. and it's entitled Don't Change. It's important to me that you know you are free. See, I never want to make change for me, babe. What is change? Is it life's currency caught between dimensions, somehow smothered in soft safety of one choice or the other? Did we consider that clarity may be uncomfortable? The answers we seek but never really prepare for, wedging our joy amidst what feels like a never-ending quest for purposeful living, need for peace, begging for permission to just exist. Exit the preposterousness of imposter syndrome or the inevitable neuroses beget by American exceptionalism while Black. Wondering, when was the last time we shifted, switched gears before they got grinded? Instead, released grip on old metaphors and drifted into a late change. Lucky to have seen more suffering swerving up ahead. Took a whole pit crew full of praying mamas to save you. Anybody remember the last time? Grace showed up right when you realized your will would not win, when you were so blessed you missed death again, just to somehow slide past the finish line still intact, though far from fine, and still humble enough to count your waning blessings, beginning and ending in ashe. Change just might be finding reasons to rejoice in what is meant to arrest your breath. A filling of lungs before exalting the goodness for its gifts. Set in action, considerate that others live in different languages. Change might be listening for the first time the lesson came around. All the better to break its apparent centripetal savagery on our living unascended we, frustrated with the choices our unhealed subconsciouses keep manifesting when unwise. We keep pretending, all the while we well aware that change is a lifelong walk back to source. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, what a way to fucking end this show. Y'all show some love. Please open your mics up.
Yes.
Ray J. So good to hear you again.
Miss Ray J. I said Ray J. I'm sorry. Miss Ray Jane. That first piece, I had to give you a acronym for your name. And I don't know if you know what a acronym is, but it's something that everybody always want. And it's Ray Jane stands for, it's the sound resonating a yearning, justified and necessarily eager. It's the sound resonating a yearning, justified and necessarily eager.
Ooh, wait. I'm gonna send you my Instagram. Can you send that to me? Send that to me.
That your voice is everything. It's like y'all gotta give me, if you don't mind, please, Mr. give me a moment. This young lady right here.
Don't give it.
You are a gift beyond. I have never, honestly, I ain't think nobody was doper than me. Baby, you dope as hell. I'm being honest. You evoke passion. You evoke ancestry. You evoke, when they say that your bones are not yours and your voice ain't yours. We are made up of our ancestors. You were breathing, living, and you were speaking your answers. It was coming up from the dirt, baby. Your voice embodied everything that we are. You are amazing. Words can't even describe when I heard your voice, I was like, wait a minute, who is that? No one captured my attention like that. I was like, wait a minute. And everything you said, I felt it. I've never met you a day in my life, but I'm excited that I got to meet you tonight. You are amazing. I don't know you, But I love you already. You are an amazing woman.
Ooh,
What else here?
thank you for loving on me.
You're amazing. Are you a Leo?
No, I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn. You are you, baby. You got some fire shut up in the bones.
Thank you for blessing me with that.
And you were the purple one to end this bad boy. Amazing. You're a secret weapon to me. I love you.
Thank you. Love you back. Thank you, Mr. Wiz. Thank you all for your time.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Ray Jan. And it's such an honor to have you. And like Shaq said, great way to close out the show tonight. Perfect way to close out the show. Y'all make these connections. It's not by accident that we are sharing space. It's by God's will. Make sure that y'all don't waste that time. And miss any opportunities to bridge these gaps, because we are all in different regions of the world. So make sure that you're connecting with those that you are not connected with, and make sure that this love continues beyond these screens. Um, those are my final words, man. I thank y'all for coming tonight. It has been an amazing show, and keep shining your light for the universe to see. Gifted, would you like to say something? Close out tonight.
And can I put you on hold for 1 second? I'm still here, but just give me 1 second, okay?
Yes.
All right. Listen, I heard my name and Ray Jane. I put it in the chat. I am on an emergency call. Someone, God, I'm all over the place and I do so much, but
yes, you do.
I answer calls sometimes for people in need. So that's what this call is right now. But I love you and you were amazing. I heard both pieces. The phone rang right at the end. You're amazing and I love your voice and I love the power that you give to the pieces. So thank you for pouring into this room, and thank you just for being you. Thank you for being you. Thank you. And thank you for coming. I enjoyed each and every one of you all tonight. So thank you for filling this room in this space.
Thank you, Gifted. I didn't know she was on the call, but she is my co-pilot on these shows on Wednesday nights. A lot of it couldn't happen without her, so I'm grateful to have her in my space and be a part of this. And again, thank you all for being family to us. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful evening, and make sure we continue to share that love beyond these spaces. Y'all can open your mics if y'all want to say something.
I love y'all. I love and respect everybody here. I'm so grateful to just be in the presence of greatness and all the beautiful poetic ecstasy I got to hear tonight. I'm so happy and grateful. I just love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
We love you too.
Good night, everybody.
And remember, you are part of this.
I second that emotion.
But everyone's here. This is such a special place.
Fool dog. My fool right there.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all.
Beautiful.
Peace and love, everybody. From the shout of my voice to the sound of your ears, peace, love, power, strength, abundance, good health, prosperity. Keep beaming, keep shining, keep healing, keep winning. All of y'all, I love y'all so much. Peace and love, everybody.
All
Love
of
you
that.
too.
All of that. Peace and love, Queen.
Cheers.
Good night.
Blessings, everybody.